Some of the worst damage happened long before Hurricane Milton made landfall. The storm is blamed for at least 20 tornadoes across Florida. One of them caused heavy damage and, unfortunately, some deaths in Fort Pierce on the Atlantic coast, more than 100 miles from the hurricane zone. Morgan Reiner from CBS News Miami is at a retirement community where multiple people were killed. Morgan, good morning.
Good morning, and I cannot believe I am starting this right now with some happy news. Look at this pile of debris right over here to my left-hand side. About 2 seconds ago, we just pulled out this little tiny dog named Benji, who has been missing now since last night. His owners were actually in that mobile home right back there. That's where they lived. This right here, this step was what was supposed to lead up to their front door. And you can see that that home was just blown away. And panning around here is just one story like this after another. The destruction, you can't even describe it. If I had all the time in the world, I would walk you down this block where you would see one home like this after another. Unfortunately, though, I can tell you, the reason why Benji ran away and was found in the debris next door is because his owners, unfortunately, are among the victims. You know, I spoke to others who rode out the storm in this area. They described the debris, their homes just shattered to pieces. They said that after the first tornado, the damage wasn't that bad. And the people that I spoke to, they actually ran to their neighbor's house, who's actually standing right over here. His home was better prepared to handle a tornado. He had hurricane-proof windows. He had shutters up. And so they ran there, thankfully, because after the second tornado hit, that's when the side of their home was just ripped to pieces, almost like the one right over there where you can see that roof was blown off. Now take a look at this video. Law enforcement officials said emergency crews are going to go door to door at what's left of the retirement community of Spanish Lakes Country Club Village to conduct search and rescue operations. More than 100 people are looking for anyone who may be trapped. Some of them who were living in mobile homes, you see. The sheriff said multiple people did unfortunately die, but at this hour, it's not confirmed exactly how many. And nearby, another tornado tore through the area. You can see parts of trees and other debris flying through the air. Moments later, a semi-truck is seen on its side across the road. Now here, you can see cars flipped upside down and the roofs of several Fort Pierce homes ripped to shreds. Something else I do want to point out to you as well, if my photographer can follow me over here. Along the side of the homes, you'll see that there are X marks. The X mark is actually on the front of this home, so we don't have to walk all the way to the front. But there are X marks at the homes all across this community. And that's because we have watched as the sheriff's deputies have gone around this community, marking each home to make sure that there's no one else in distress. I can tell you right now that Benji does look pretty injured. So as soon as we hop off of this live shot, we are going to try and get Benji some help. For now, Nate, we are in Fort Pierce.
Morgan, thank you.
Yeah, Morgan, our job here on a day like this is to just convey through the lens of the camera the experience that people are having on the ground there, the experience of that animal, of the families, of those homeowners. I don't know if Morgan's still with us. Morgan, can you hear us? It was an incredible report that really brings home the destruction there.
I am still with you. A neighbor is taking Benji from me.
I'm so glad to I'm so glad to see that. You know, when we were in commercial break, we could hear your audio.
Yeah, something else I should probably.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to point out that I think a lot of people, when they're watching this, they're questioning, this is a mobile home park. You know, why did people sit out the storm in a mobile home park? And, you know, to their credit, the storm did hit the other coast of Florida, so they weren't as concerned as those over there. The other thing was they weren't as concerned as tornadoes. Tornadoes aren't top of mind here. And another concern for residents in this area now is insurance, because insurance companies don't often like to cover mobile homes. Wow. That one woman I described to you earlier who ran to her neighbor's house between tornadoes, she said that she got an astronomically high insurance quote that wouldn't have made sense for her. Another reason why she didn't evacuate, because they didn't have the finances. So that is what they're dealing with right now, is how they're going to recover from all this.
Well, Morgan, our job is to convey the intensity of the experience, and you've done that incredibly well. Please keep us posted on Benji, if he's okay, and we are so sorry to hear about his owners and to see that neighborhood there. Thank you very much.